Golf Central on YouTube is brought to you by the new Paradigm Woods and Irons from Callaway.
Football and golf converging for the second straight weekend. Last Sunday, Pebble Beach, Aaron Rodgers won the Pro-Am. 22 miles from TPC Scottsdale. Tomorrow, the Chiefs and Eagles square off in Super Bowl 57. Scottie Scheffler has a Bill Cowher, Don Shula square jaw. Texas tough with Patrick Mahomes' touch. He's not looking to win any popularity contests, just tournaments. And he's in position to do it for the second consecutive year here at the one and only WM Phoenix Open. Scottie Scheffler after his round with George Savaricas.
You started the day with the lead, you end the day with the lead. It seemed like the turning point, you had that kind of soft bogey on the 13th. You bounced right back on the hardest hole today with a birdie on 14. How pivotal was that?
It was good. Yeah, I felt like I did a good job bouncing back today. I missed a short one early on 3, and I had a nice bounce back there on 4, and then same thing on 13. It was good to respond to those kind of negative things.
How important was that closing stretch, not just the birdie on 14, but then you have the birdie on 17 to give yourself a little breathing room in that 2-shot lead at the end of the day?
Yeah, I'm just trying to go out there and maximize what I'm doing. And today I didn't hit it as good as I did the last couple of days, but I still got around in 3 under and only 1 bogey, which is always good around this place.
Yeah. So how would you characterize today overall if you didn't hit it that well?
I think I really just kind of grinded and fought today. I didn't hit as many fairways as I wanted to, and I definitely didn't have as many looks as I did the day before, but still, I did a good job of just keeping it in play and kind of plucking along and not making any, huge mistakes outside of 13, obviously.
What was the environment like? You have the world number 3 and Jon Rahm playing with you today in this atmosphere, and then it's going to be you guys again on the final group tomorrow. Yeah,
it should be a lot of fun. The energy out there was a lot of fun today. It was a good battle, and I'm sure it'll be another good one tomorrow.
Any memories you'll draw on from last year, given you're defending champion?
Not really. Last year was last year. This year I didn't start one up on anybody. I started even, and so this year just going about things the same way, just trying to do my best, and we'll go out there tomorrow and have a good round.
Thanks for the time. Excited to see you out there tomorrow.
Yeah, see ya. Thanks, George.
Thanks, guys.
Also a battle for world number 1 with this guy, Jon Rahm. He'll go out in that final group. Nick Taylor also will play with the 2 big hitters, 2 big superstars. Jon Rahm, 68, highlighted by the deuce at number 16. He made a 41-footer, and I mean, the place went bananas. That was the longest putt of the day. Scrambling effort for Big Spain, and here he is after the round.
A couple of swings that weren't that bad put me on some bad situations, and I was able to scramble really well. To be even par through 11 was challenging, right? I had to dig deep to make a few putts and keep the round going, and the few birdie putts that I had, I didn't really take advantage of, right? Because I had plenty of them on that stretch of 2, 3, and 4. I wish I would have gotten a couple more than I did. At least an easier 2-putt on 3. Had a putt on 6, had a putt on 7, had a putt on 9. Well, at least I made the par putts, right? So, but yeah, after that, I got a couple fortunate bounces. I guess on 14, I got a little lucky and was able to make a birdie from a really one of the worst swings of the day. So I can't really say much. There's one thing to learn from Sevi is that there's thousands of ways to post a score. He had more than others, but I'm glad that I was able to pull through with an under par in 60s round today.
Jon, you've won 1 this year from tied for the lead going into the final round. You've won 1 coming from behind. Do you like being the chaser or the chasee better?
Even though it might be a little mentally more demanding being on the lead, you always want to be on the lead. You have to shoot. You actually have a cushion, right? It's better. Like if I shoot 5 under tomorrow, Scottie shoots 4, he wins. Simple as that. I know that's very simple math. I get it, but if being on the lead is always better. That's all I can say.
He's looking for a 3rd win in 2023. Here's the final round tee time, 12:45 Eastern Time. Scheffler by 2 over Rahm and Nick Taylor. So Taylor's 223 in the world, out with numbers 2 and 3 in the official world golf ranking. But keep in mind, he's won twice and played his best of late. Talent's there. He's the former number 1 ranked amateur player in the world. He's going out tomorrow as a bit of a dog, underdog.
The 3 names around you on the leaderboard right now are Spieth, Rahm, and Scheffler. I mean, does that require a different mentality at all when you have those guys, or when those guys are the ones you're competing with?
Yeah, they're obviously amazing players. I'm just going to have to do my own thing tomorrow. Easier said than done, but if I keep playing like I have been playing, I think I'll have a decent chance coming down the stretch. But, you know, I can't really pay attention to what they're doing. If I get wrapped up in that, it's probably when if I could struggle a little bit. So, you know, I've been in a position where I've been an underdog, so I just got to keep my head down and keep playing.
Rich Lerner alongside Brandel Chamblee and partner. This looks like it's going to be a nice little tune-up for Super Bowl 57, final round of the WM Phoenix Open.
Look, let's give Nick Taylor his due. You just, I think, alluded to the fact that he had a stellar amateur career, but he's done some amazing things. You know, he shot 65 in the 2009 U.S. Open in the second round as an amateur. That's the lowest round ever shot by an amateur in a major championship. At the time, you talk about him winning twice. He led wire to wire at the AT&T, so he was dealing with the pressure all week long. He was in the hunt when he won at Sanderson's in 2015, so he can handle the heat, but I don't know if he has quite the horsepower of those other two. Who does? Scottie Scheffler from tee to green is just getting it done in a better way than Jon Rahm. Jon Rahm was a magician today. He made great saves at 5, 8, 11, and 18. Big, long birdie putt at the 16th. He's got to hit key drives tomorrow on 3 or 4 tee shots that work right to left. Number 5, number 6, number 8, and 14, and 18. All right? I think that's more than 4 or 5. But he's got to work it right to left on those holes. He's struggling with that right to left tee shot. Meanwhile, Scottie Scheffler, you know, he's hitting every shot that the holes call for, and he's hitting his irons as well as you would expect, because over the last year, nobody's picked up more strokes gained approach than Scottie Scheffler.
But he's only 1 for 5 with a 54-hole lead. Scheffler led by 6 at the Tour Championship at East Lake, shot 73 and lost that tournament, lost the whole FedEx Cup shebang. Lost Colonial as well with a 2-shot, 54-hole lead. Shot a couple over in the final round there and was beaten in a playoff by Sam Burns. But you know, we know what a quality player he is. Now, a little further back, 3 shots behind Jordan Spieth, 4 back if you're looking for a really good comeback story is Ricky Fowler, whose last win was right here in 2019.
Look, we've seen some ridiculously low scores over the years here. Jordan Spieth shot 61. There's been some 60s here. You know, the forecast tomorrow is for a little bit of the same, but I don't think quite as much weather or wind as they had today. So the golf course might be a little bit more scoreable. Yeah, the lead is, as much as even Jon Rahm's alluding to the fact that everybody wants it, there's been few players in the history of the game who consistently had the lead and were no worse for it. The lead, more often than not, impoverishes players. But having said that, it's just the high quality of iron shots that Scottie Scheffler is hitting over the first 3 days that I just don't think is going to go away tomorrow.
How about the momentum PGA Tour is enjoying right now, heading to another designated or elevated event with Tiger Woods returning at Riviera?
Yeah, I don't think that Dean Beeman, when he dreamt of the stadium golf concept, could have conceived of it coming to fruition quite to the extent that we have right here. But the idea of stadium golf, I think it grew under Tim Fincham. I think it's come to fruition under Jay Monahan. And again, with these designated events, I think it even further elevates this, because you've got these amazing storylines that are colliding on these leaderboards, and we're only 2 designated events into this designated era.
Feels like we're going to be popping that #1 storyline week after week after week, because no one to this point has separated.
Yeah, parity at the top is more common than somebody breaking away. What Tiger did was, once in a 2-3 generation event.
Going to be a Super Sunday all the way around here in the Valley of the Sun.